Well, hey, computer apps students. Welcome back to another installation of me helping you do Jasperactive Word. So currently I'm on lesson 3 and we're going to do exercise 3 called setting tabs. And here we go. Mm-hmm. Nice. Let me move this out of the way. There. Okay. We're going to start with a new blank document. So file, new, and I'm just going to grab it from right there. New blank document and type BC Media as the title. Easy as that. And then in the Home tab paragraph group, click Center. Then press Enter. Notice how it's centered below. Now we're going to, on the new line, type Consolidated Balance Sheet. I think I'm going to zoom in on this for you because that's looking pretty small. All right, Consolidated Balance Sheet and press Enter. And then type at June 30. Press Enter. Now I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see how this works. With the cursor flashing right here, click to make sure my cursor is active. Okay, it's not flashing, but with the cursor underneath the line at June 30, I'm going to hold the control key and hit the letter L. Notice how it aligns to the left. Now press enter again and notice it stays aligned to the left, and put a little bit more space between the top title section and the upcoming report figures. Now on the ruler, which I can't see, so I need to turn on my ruler, go to the View tab, and in the View tab, check the box right here for ruler. And with the ruler showing, now notice that we get a new box pops up over here that is our tab selector box. In the tab selector box, currently it looks like a letter L, so it's aligned left. If I click the box, now it looks like an upside down T, which is center. If I click it one more time, it's aligned like a backwards L, so that's aligned right. So with the right tab selector selected, click right here on the ruler at the 3.5-inch mark. Notice it put a little right tab icon there. Now do it at the 5.5-inch mark. Doesn't matter if you're exact, just get kind of close. And you set right aligned tabs at 3.5 and 5.5 by doing that. Now we're going to align text using those tabs. So click here. Notice the tabs are up here. I'm going to hit the tab key. Let me first select here and then tab. Notice it jumps over to that 3.5-inch mark, and you're going to type current year. Then press the tab key again and type previous year. And then hit enter, and it starts a new line. Now in the Home tab in the Paragraph group, what we're going to do is we're going to show and hide the paragraph formatting marks. So I call this the tattletale. So click the tattletale button, and notice we can see there's an arrow every place we hit tab, and there's the paragraph mark every place we hit enter. So on this next line, let's start typing. And let me click here to make sure I am in the right spot. I don't know why it moved over. Okay, so here we go. Uh, Assets. And hit enter. Cash. and hit the tab key. Type 45430. And hit the tab key again. Type 44536. Then type customer deposits. Tab key. You don't have to do the number or the money sign anymore. Now 85,903. Tab key again, 75,930. And I'm going to hit enter. And before we get too far, we are going to save this document as balance sheet student in documents Jasperactive, my projects. So file, save as, and let's do this PC. Find your Jasperactive folder and my projects folder and type in balance sheet student. Could put your name there too, but balance sheet student works for me. Next, now we're going to open the completed balance sheet. So we click save here. And instead of typing everything the way we were doing it, now we get to see the completed balance sheet, which is going to be helpful to us. So I'm going to double click down here in the resources folder. Oops, right here. And there's our ABC Media document with everything typed in that you used to have to do. So you can see how everything looks. Let's learn how to adjust it. So press Control A to select all. So select all using Control A. If you can't use the shortcut keys, you can probably figure out a way to select everything in the document. But Control A works for most of us. Then on the Home tab in the paragraph group, you're going to click line and paragraph spacing right here. And you're going to select the option to remove space after the paragraph. That tightens everything up a little bit. And let's move on to the next step. Now it says select just the top 3 lines, or I'm sorry, from ABC Media to Assets. So actually the top 5 lines, and Control B to bold. Remember, you could just click this option up here too. Then when you see just the top 3 lines here now, we're going to select from ABC Media to at June 30th and change the font size to 16. Then select the total assets row. So I use the selection pane. That's my favorite way to do it. And let's bold that, I think. Oh, no, we're supposed to control select. So let's get the first and last row for all of these now. So select liabilities and then total liabilities, holding the control key down, shareholders equity, total shareholders equity, and then total liabilities. So with all of those selected now, let's control B. Okay, this next part, I need to move this out of the way. For this next part, you're going to select just these 2 numbers and watch closely how I do this. I'm going to hold the control key and just select the 2 numbers. I'm not selecting that space in between. And with those, I'm going to go to the Home tab, paragraph group, underline, drop-down menu, underline style here. There is a double underline. We're going to click the double underline. And then move on. Next, now we're going to indent paragraphs. Okay, another one where you should probably watch pretty close. So you're going to select from cash, notice I'm using the selection pane, to the number for previous year buildings.net, 1,927,350. And with those selected, Now what you're going to do is on the ruler, this darn thing, on the ruler, with that selected, I'm going to click and drag the left indent over 2 marks. So 1, 2. See how I just indented that one selected section. Now select the 2 lines under liabilities, and you're going to use hopefully a keyboard shortcut to redo or repeat. So Control Y should have done it, but no, it's not working now. So I'm just going to drag this over and hopefully we get our 100%. So notice I'm clicking that little square underneath. I'm not clicking the what looks like a home plate, upside down home plate. All right, and we're going to repeat that again. I'm going to try the Control Y again. Still not working. All right, so I'll drag that over. So we have each of these 3 areas indented. So next, now we're going to adjust our tabs. So first we're going to do it wrong, and then we're going to do it right. So click somewhere around current year. And to adjust the tab, say maybe you want to move this column over to the right a little bit. So you grab up here and you move it. Notice that it only moves that one when I'm selected there. So make sure you leave it where it was. You can hit undo if you need. Now we're going to do it the proper way. And the proper way is going to be to select all of the lines and then move it. Notice I can adjust the tabs, and this is kind of it's your call. However far you want to move it, I think you'll still get your 100% credit. But notice by putting a little bit more space in there, it breaks it up a little bit. Now on the quick access toolbar, click the undo tab to undo your last change, or as many as you want. Then select the columns to the end. Oh, we already did that. So I feel like at this point, if your document looks like mine, I'll turn off the tattletale here. If your document looks like mine, we should be able to submit it and get it. So let's see what happens. Crossing my fingers and clicking submit. 100%. Way to go. Good job, you guys.